So welcome all to my Dragon Age Origins, the first one. Let's play. Yes, I was just cleaning my room, halfway done. You know how they say one step forward, two steps back? Yeah, two steps back. We went. My room is a complete mess. Absolutely a complete mess. You know, I have two rooms, one to sleep in and one to study, record, play games. Yeah, recreate, as say, I suppose. But yeah, both rooms have beds, or at least this one has like a wooden frame for a bed, and I had all my computer parts, the boxes from the computer parts, in them, and well, I figured, what the hell, let's get rid of them. Shit ton of messes were made and also cleaned, and now my desk and my other desk, so I've got two desks as well. But that doesn't matter, you know, you don't really care about it. So Dragon Age Origins, made by BioWare, one of their finer games. Something, I own the game. I have a, you know, Dragon Age Origins disc thingy. And you can read that, and today I'll just record for an hour to start it up and render it out. I'm also uploading Brother Arms.
Us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'm also uploading Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway. I finished the game just 1.5 hours further, and yeah, was awesome. You know, the ending was quite. I didn't knew the ending. As far as this ending goes, it's an RPG. It's made by BioWare, so it has a shit ton of endings. You know, I won't spoil them, but I personally didn't finish the game. A friend of mine cheated his way through the whole game, and I watched over his shoulder as he did so. But yeah, I know a lot of the beginnings. That's where I'm very confident in. So which one is the most useful? Just playing on normal, just gonna not really care too much about the difficulty because, well, I'm not hardcore, so I'll just think I'm going with a male human. So yeah, because the humans, are just they mainly rule the world. So you could be a dwarf, and let's see, you have so you could be a dwarf commoner or a dwarf noble. Noble, you're just part of one of the two noble factions, I believe. So as a favorite child of the dwarven king, you proudly take up your first military command, only to learn that the deadly intrigues of family and sycophants may pose a greater danger than even the battlefield. So, or a commoner, and you'll be like a thief or something. I don't know. For the elven, there is like a Dalish elf and a city elf. City elves are basically elves living in the city, and they are very poor, just like the commoners. You know, the dwarven commoners. They are very poor. You know, they hardly survive, or they hardly can survive. So, and you also have Dalish elves, and they are proud of your role as one of the few true elves. They still live in the forests, and I don't know, they worship their gods, I suppose. And then you have the humans, so just a human noble, and yeah, that's quite a nice starting point. So you also can see that only the elf and the human can become a mage, and you can then chill in the mage tower. Not too exciting. So I'll just become a human male tank, because, well, I like to be a tank.
Greetings.
And I want like a battle mage and a healing mage, I suppose, because you can have four characters in one group. And yeah, so let's see. He needs a beard. Always needs a beard. Like so. And perhaps a different hairstyle, I don't know. Something like so. Nose, neck, portrait, don't call it voice, violent.
Greetings.
Violent, sure. Or
Greetings. How do you do?
cocky,
Greetings.
experienced,
Greetings.
mystical,
Charmed, I'm sure.
suave, or suave, I don't know. Or
Greetings.
violent, just. And how shall we call ourselves? Eden or Adan of Kausland. Well, I won't call him Tina Turner, not again. How about another good musician? Marcus Mumford. I can't even do so. Well, Marcus Kausland, sure. And let's see, willpower. So a tank is basically, let's see, constitution. Constitution represents health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increase the amount of damage characters can take before falling on the battlefield. Handy. Cunning. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills such as herbalism or combat tactics require. So that's handy if you are a leader. And of course, strength, constitution, and dexterity are, or no, dexterity, my bad. So those are quite high. So, and willpower is quite low, as you can see. And magic, because, well, I don't know. I suppose if you pick up a staff or something, you could make use of those points. Constitution I'll raise to 50. Dexterity I'll raise to 50. And I'm not really going for damage. This one has to like take all the damage. So I can't wait for him to have like decked out in heavy armor. Just love it. And also the skill points. Let's see. Expert combat training, combat tactics, poison making, herbalism, survival, trap making, stealing, or courage, or I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. My bad. Characters influential enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, whereas cunning contributes to a more persuasive character. Yeah, not sure what to do. This first, no wait, in the beginning it's not too hard, so I don't know. I like to have all those dialogue options, just because. And my warrior will use a shield, but momentarily I believe he just has a two-handed weapon, so sure, let's see. Warrior skill, powerful through training and hard work. The warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor, handy. And precision strike, the warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack as well as an increased chance to score critical hits before as long as the mode is active. So taunt, oh I want taunt. Threaten, also nice. Bravery, death blow. Let's see, taunt is not a mode I suppose. Precision strike, sustained, range personal, upkeep 40, fatigue 5%, cooldown 50. Activated, taunt, a mocking bellow, excuse me, whatever, catches the attention of the nearby foes, increasing their hostility towards the warrior. Frightening appears to increase the effect. What to do? I want taunt, so taunt will have play, and we'll just play on normal, not easy.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Was brought here for a reason. And you, let's be polite.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
Sure.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Huzzah. Sure, let's obey.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan here.
It's one heck of a way to announce someone.
It is an honor
Oh,
to
well.
be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Coulsland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are,
Who
right?
the fuck is Pup? Seriously. Maybe you're, I don't know, that's my father, I suppose. So why not just, I suppose in this case you could ask how much information you want, so let's just go with the second one.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Let's see.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Sure. I like Duncan.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Let's see. Tutorial. Tactical view. The game can be played from a variety of tactical viewpoints. Use the mouse wheel to bring the camera down to exploration mode. Okay. Issuing orders. Right click your desired destination. Now has a move order. You can issue orders. Time will pass. Space and pass now. Let's see. You can also just use the WASD keys and run like hell. Duncan.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself
The Arl.
alone.
Okay.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
Sure.
Of course. You are young, skilled, and obviously responsible, if your father is willing to turn his castle over to you. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
Okay.
Until we speak again.
Let's see. So I was mistaken. I figured I had a two-handed weapon, but it appears I just have a weapon and shield. Handy. Where to? No, you can't do so. Let's just move. But where to? Ah,
There
here we
you
go.
are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
And who the hell are you? Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again.
I have an hound.
And is threatening to leave.
Okay. Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Stupid dog. He knows better not. Busy at the moment.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Sure.
Just